Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to a lazy Sunday morning where my hair is even messier than usual. So that's a great start today. Hope everyone's having a good time of it. Look at this. Hang on, I'll see if I can get my fingers right. Yep, I haven't worked out this whole doing this properly. Maybe if I just move my hand closer. See that? That's Yoko Littner from Gurren Lagann. It's a new figure I've just added to the collection, her race queen version, as they call it. So that's why she's there. She's joined the Fate Race Queens. Yes, here we are. We're going to play some F1 2020. It's been a while. And by a while, I mean like a week since the last time I did F1 2020. Let's fire it up. So yep, hope everyone's having a good time of it this weekend. Hope everybody enjoyed the totally unpredictable results in F1 qualifying from overnight. That's a treat. What a rare thing to see Mercedes lock out the front row. But there were a couple of surprises, of course. Daniel Ricciardo up there in fourth. But I think that Renault goes pretty good in low downforce trim. I think it's the new Force India in that it's a good low drag car. So it was the same for them last year. I think Daniel had his best result of the season at Monza last year, if I remember rightly, at least from qualifying perspective. So yeah, good for Renault. Good to see Daniel up there. It'd be great to see him get a podium with Renault before he finishes up. So I'm not that confident he'll get one because he's got to find a way to beat Max and or one of the Mercedes. And by that, and or one of the Mercedes, I mean Valtteri. New patch. Xbox controls will no longer control a car and camera at the same time. Okay. Drivers with in driver career, players with driver moves set to off can now move teams. Okay. In my team career, the vehicle performance index will correctly update when unprotected upgrades are lost due to regulation change. Will now trigger in the second season and beyond. Oh, so that obviously wasn't happening. F1 Championship winner Garage Celebration will now correctly play. Championship points are now shown in classic era. Fix the crash in split screen when P1, whatever. Now shows new or used for tyre compounds. That's handy. Custom race strategy will no longer underfuel the car in wet weather. Some sponsor bonuses was no longer incorrectly rewarded for multiple practice qualifying sessions in addition to the race. Results of it never happened to me. Results of previous seasons, which are shorter than your current season, will now be displayed correctly, and fuel assist will no longer force the player to use rich mix in the race strategy practice program. Okay. That's something for sure. Let's go. So Monza, speaking thereof, we've got a pretty good track record around here in the previous F1 game, so we'll see how that works out in this game. And just calling it out now, we're just doing the one race this morning, my time, and then we might come back this afternoon. Retirement. Here's some news from Fate. Looks like Sebastian Vettel is going to be retiring from the sport. Oh, wow. That's new. Sebastian retiring, opening the seat up at Ferrari. I wonder where the Carlos Sainz will go there. Interesting. I would have expected to see Kimi with his retirement announcement rather than Sebastian. 80. Yeah, that thing's trash. 66. We can put that in the car. We put that in the car. This will be the last session for that energy store. Last session for the turbocharger. Cool. What do we got? Rain in FP1. That's all right. We can probably still do the track acclimatization test and maybe race program in the wet. We might give that a go. And then the rest of the weekend's going to be dry, so don't want to waste sessions though. At least everything was in focus then. I wonder whether they fixed that.
I've had a chat with Carl about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so give them a try.
Let's go grab ourselves a setup. Man, everyone's... I'm just seeing my friends list. Everyone's into this, even this Fall Guys thing, aren't they? Maybe I should give that a go. I'm sure it's very popular on stream. Looks like a pretty cool kind of game. Hit me up in chat if you'd like me to have a go at it. Italy, it was right there. There it is. Gaddick, my old mate, have you helped me out? Yes, you have. Good man. It's a dry setup. We'll be right. She'll be right, mate. We'll see how this goes. Goodness, that's layout. I won't have the right wheel profile set, guaranteed. No, I don't. No, I don't. Too hot.
Looking good. Now let's try for purple. You'll get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
Bugger.
You're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes. lap. This is the final lap of the program.
Only green. Not as easy on a wet track, I don't think. That's alright. We'll take the green, I guess. And maybe we can fast forward time a little bit as well. Just to just to let it dry out a little bit. What do you say about another 10 minutes of rain? Wait until yeah. Wait until we see someone do a time on a dry tire. And then we can do the race program and get that out of the way. Mind you, no one's out there yet. Oh, there we go. Starting to see some dry times now. There we go. All right, so we can. If I just choose to go and do my race strategy, yeah, puts me on those tires. That's good. Oh, that was a weather warning, was it? Oh well, forget. We'll just do it.
Give us some consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into the race strategy.
Car was very reluctant to get the power down then. So I don't quite know yet how much I can abuse those curves. Ooh.
lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Whoa! Car shouldn't really be doing that. Must be a bit stiff.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Whoa, whoa! No rear end grip. Not sure I can pull that time back. We can get that out of the way then. It must be starting to it might have been starting to rain again.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Hamilton,
Slowest.
Bottas, and Max Verstappen. Sadly, it's time.
Bit of a concern, but we did have some old stuff in the car. Just to do those two practice programs. We'll put some good stuff in the car now. Go out there and do our ERS, our fuel, and our tire usage programs. Just had to remember what I was actually had to do there. Actually, how are we going here? So we're still second worst car. Can't get out of that bottom two. It's a real pain. Mind you, if these other two updates hit, theoretically that puts us, by the looks of it, above Alfa Romeo. It is very tight between us, Alfa Romeo, and Haas, but I'm concerned that we've got to Monza and we can't get ourselves out of that bottom tier. Like, it's really, really frustrating. And you know, the failed upgrades has been a massive part of that. We just keep failing upgrades and having to burn resource points. That's right, we want to put some good stuff in the car. Yeah, that's okay. FP2. Time management around here should be fairly straightforward. It's basically just the parabolic.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Mind you, we lost a lot of the parabolica then. Bloody hell.
Program complete and it...
Oh. Hey, Deirdros, how are you, man? Welcome. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. No complaints. I mean, you guys don't tune in to listen to me complain anyway, so, you know. Nah, no complaints. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're all doing good. It's a beautiful day outside. What a terrific day to be inside playing video games. Sun is shining. It's starting to warm up a little bit. Not a cloud in the sky I can see out there.
Here, so try to lift and coast going into the corners.
Sitting here playing video games.
Power, but remember,
got life worked out.
Beat the minimum lap time.
Doing pretty good GP in a couple of hours. Yep. Yeah, let's hope it's a good one. I was saying before that, yeah, hopefully Daniel Ricciardo can convert his really good qualifying performance into a good result. It'd be good to see him get a podium in the Renault. I don't think it's going to happen unless one of the Mercs or Verstappen have a problem, but a man can dream. Just obviously a really low drag car, that Renault. Doesn't have a lot of downforce, which is obviously where it's been struggling all season. It was fast there last year as well. I got some much hope for the next season though with the new salary cap. I think we're going to assist a new era with F1. Yeah, I have a different opinion. And I hope I get proved to be wrong. But I'm concerned that I'll end up being right about how that's going to play out, at least in the short term.
this program, we're looking at ERS management. This is all about managing your battery efficiently throughout the lap to hit your target time. The overtake button will drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power.
Budget cap isn't going to work until the new regs. Correct. That is exactly right. And how are you, Jay? We'll just call you Jay. The big teams already have a gap, and we're using the same cars next season. Correct. That is my theory. My concern with the budget cap is that there's already big disparate performance gaps between the teams. Obviously, Mercedes being the prime example, they have a huge performance advantage over the field. The budget cap is actually going to stop teams from closing that gap. Not sort of say, with token systems and stuff like that, which is obviously, where they're going down the path of using those abhorrent things again. All they're going to do is that with the current cars, they are going to solidify Mercedes' advantage in the same way that at the start of the hybrid era, when they had the token system on the power units, it gave Mercedes 3 straight championships without even having to try. Because no one was able to close the gap because the token system didn't allow them to catch up. And that's exactly what's going to happen this time. Mercedes are going to have a big advantage over the field, and no one's going to be able to catch up because the budget cap's going to not allow them to spend to catch up. It's the wrong time to do it. What you should be doing is having a time when all the cars are nice and close together. You have a situation where the cars are all close together, and then you introduce a budget cap. When you have such huge disparate performances between Mercedes, and then you have Red Bull, and then you sort of have this gaggle of cars between Racing Point, McLaren, or Tracing Point, McLaren, and maybe Renault at the tail end of that. And then you kind of have Ferrari in the space after that, because Ferrari's obviously built an abhorrent car this year. How's Ferrari going to catch up? If they can't spend money in a cap by token system, how are they catching up? So what, we're going to just wallow with Ferrari in the mid-pack for the next couple of seasons? That's going to go down a treat with the fans of the sport. I don't like artificial performance capping. And my concern is that this will be a cycle. So, for example, Merc can use more resources to develop the car for 2022, and it's going to continue. Artificial performance capping will not work. I'm sorry, it's just not going to work. And it might sound great to think that you can bring all the teams closer together and somehow have this performance consistency between the teams. It's not going to work, man. I'm sorry. It's Formula One, Chase, Carey, Ross Brawn. It's not going to work because racing is a meritocracy. The best teams win, and the best teams will always find a way to win, for starters. And all you're going to do is really close up the mid-pack. But the problem is that you're introducing it. I don't know. I don't know how long you guys all you guys been following the sport and all that kind of thing. But back when they first introduced the hybrid era, there wasn't so much the introduction of the hybrid era that was the problem. I mean, everyone's already obviously got used to the way the cars are now. I miss the V8s, and I certainly missed the V10s before that. But the problem with the introduction of the hybrid era is that they also introduced the token system to cap power unit development, and they did it at exactly the same time. And it was the dumbest friggin' move they could have made. So, because it was always going to be that between Mercedes, Ferrari, Renault, and Honda, obviously Honda came in a year later, but you can certainly look at the top 3, Mercedes, Ferrari, Renault, someone was always going to get it right, and someone was probably going to get it wrong. So you had Mercedes got it right, Ferrari were mid-pack, and then Renault got it wrong. But the problem was that they locked in those performance advantages, mid-pack, and disadvantages. They locked it all in right at the start. So they developed the power unit and then immediately capped development on it with the token system. The stupidest friggin' move they could have done, because basically what happened was Mercedes built the best power unit and the other thing they did with the introduction of the the hybrid systems into Formula One was they moved the focus away from having a good car to initially the focus being on actually having the right power unit. That was why 2013, 2014, all the teams that did great were all the teams that had the Mercedes power unit. And that Mercedes advantage was locked in for 3 years before they completely abolished the token system. And that was when Ferrari caught up. Miraculously enough, isn't it? That Renault, all the Renault teams loitered behind, so Red Bull fell back in the pack. And the teams like Williams and Force India, as they were right then, came to the front to race with Mercedes. And Mercedes obviously had a bigger car advantage over those two, so they won easily. And that Mercedes advantage won them the championships in 14, 15. I think it was the introduction of 14, wasn't it? Yeah, 2014, because Sebastian won 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So 2014, 2015, 2016 were absolute lock-ins for Mercedes in terms of winning the championship. Even 16, they Hamilton and Rosberg had significant issues with each other, and they still managed to clean up the championship very easily. It wasn't until that they unlocked all the performance of the power unit that the likes of Ferrari and Honda, by the time it was back in the Red Bull, were able to catch up. Obviously, Renault still haven't caught up. But all you're going to do is just bring that back. And not only are you now going to apply it to the power unit, you're going to apply it to the whole car. So I'd like to congratulate Mercedes on winning the next 5 championships, because no one's going to be able to catch them. Like, they've clearly got time in hand at the moment. They've got half a second on the field, and that's going to be locked in. The best thing that they could do right now is actually leave the regulations the way they are and wait for Ferrari and Red Bull to build a better car. I mean, Red Bull's now obviously the second best car. They are catching up, but now that gap's going to be locked in concrete. It's dumb. It's honestly dumb. And trying to introduce artificial caps into a sport like Formula One, kind of also dumb. So yeah, basically Mercedes is going to keep cleaning up for the time being. And it's disappointing because Ferrari's going to be locked into the mid-pack for a few seasons, and people are going to walk away from the sport. That's just how it is. Like, fans are going to stop watching. Everybody's already sick of watching one team win. And this year, that's only got worse. It's Mercedes have done a good job this year. They've done something. Ferrari did something last year, got found out to be illegal, so punt them back to the midfield, I guess. It's not good for the sport to have one team dominating like this, particularly when there's also this performance. Hamilton is such a complete driver that he's cleaning the floor with Bottas. Bottas can't put a season together against Hamilton. Hamilton is far too consistently good. Leclerc's future is just thrown down the drain. Yeah, same with Carlos Sainz as well, right? So McLaren's sitting pretty because they're going to get a Mercedes power unit next year. So it could be that McLaren's the second best team next year. They'll do a better job than Racing Point, I'm sure. So good for Ricciardo and Norris, I guess. And it'll just be a case of wherever Red Bull end up. But Red Bull's being helped by they've got a very, very good chassis. Obviously, I'd say they've probably got the best chassis on the grid. It's just that Honda doesn't have the same toys that Mercedes do. So it's everybody might think might think that it's great that you're going to even out the sport, but you can't put a leveling thing like that over a meritocracy like sport. It's not going to work. And not only that, if you think teams aren't going to find a way to work around a budget cap, then you haven't been paying attention. It's not how Formula One works. FP3, let's do it.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top 3. Leclerc, Vettel and Lewis Hamilton.
Honda is the second best engine, but I read from somewhere it's still 20 horsepower. I'm amazed if it's only 20 horsepower. Maybe it's 20 horsepower on the on their default mode.
Good day for you?
But they're lacking.
Things clear up before qualifying.
Oh Jesus, shut up. Merc are the only ones with over 1,000 horsepower. Yeah.
Ingredient for your performance today.
What am I? I'm waiting for chassis. Let's keep the chassis guys happy. Merc are the only ones that So I mean, clearly Mercedes have a good car. Kudos to them for building a great car, but they've got the power. They've got their power unit as well. And the other stupid engine mode rule next race. Yeah, that's dumb. Like that's also stupid. To introduce this whole you can't use qualifying modes. Why? Why? If somebody's also using that in a race situation later, like you're banning that, they can't use it. Like, well, why not? Let them have a go at it. So does that mean that if they can't use those modes anymore, we wouldn't have a situation like we did with Lando Norris at Austria, where he put it in qualifying mode for the last lap to get himself onto the podium? That wouldn't happen anymore. It's just the rule makers in Formula One are so ridiculously stupid most of the time. That they keep making the sport worse, and somehow it succeeds in spite of the rules and not because of them. So if Merc decide to use their party mode or double party mode for the next races, then the season is over. The season's already over. And to pretend otherwise is silly. Max is the only one who's keeping it interesting, but he's not going to be he's not going to win. He's not going to win the championship. The season's going to be over with how many races? The season's 17. It'll be over with 5 to go. Scenario 7 is over quick. Yeah, like it's it just bothers me because we saw Lando Norris get himself onto a podium by putting his McLaren in quali mode for a lap to close the gap on Hamilton. So that's not going to be possible in the future. So thanks for that. Thanks for that, Formula One. And to achieve what? You're not going to stop Mercedes from getting on pole by cancelling party modes. Are you fucking stupid? Jeez. And at least it mixes up the grid a little bit. If you've got AlphaTauris that are able to put their Honda into qualifying mode, and I'm only using them as an example, I'm not saying they're overperforming qualifying, but say if they're able to put the thing in party mode for a qualifying lap and allows them to outperform...
We've not got long between now.
Shut your face, Jeff. If it allows them to out-qualify, say, the Ferrari-powered cars, they're getting themselves ahead of, of Ferrari, then at least it makes the race interesting. At least somebody can go, well, look, we don't have a great race car, but we've got a good party mode, so I'll put the thing up ahead, we'll out-qualify, and then we make a race out of it. Nah, let's just let them start where they're going to finish. Fuck off, Formula One. You're run by idiots. Put me in charge of the sport for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We'll get all this nonsense sorted out. Stop pandering to manufacturers as well.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've estimated the times our closest...
Not that I can necessarily accuse them of that, because party mode's going to be against those guys. Screwed up turn 2. Showing on the score on the Delta as well. Oh, fuck's sake, idiot. Let's just flash that back.
That's the program complete.
That'll it. Yeah. So, I mean, look, maybe I get proven wrong and the sport turns on its head and it closes things right up, but it's not going to happen. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Hamilton.
It's a rough time to be a Formula One fan, man. I'm telling you. Very rough. You're watching the sport just eat itself. Let's qualify. That's not how you do that, Matt. There we go. This isn't going to go so great by the looks of it. But we'll see. See how we go. We'll do our best. Yep, fuel looks good. Let's do it. Try and get ourselves into Q2. Thank you, Nobuharu. Deary me. At least you got a small toe from whoever was in front. Very, very small toe. That did not feel like a good lap. What are we? 1.3 off. Yeah. So first sector, quite good. Middle sector, half a second. Yeah, it didn't feel that great. And then 7/10 in the last sector. Yeah, just through a scurry, I guess. Yeah, what are we? 2/10 ahead of Grosjean. Raikkonen's faster than us in the middle sector.
So far, our fastest lap is
Probably we got very, very low wing. Very, very low wing. We do need to go again. I need to push harder in the middle sector and through a scurry. What the hell, game? It didn't downshift. They missed one of my downshifts and that just made me run long. I don't like using flashbacks in qualifying. Done it anyway. Sideways through the second Lesmo, that didn't help.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
P8. My goodness, that was better. Wonder if we can hold that.
We're top of the speed trap, 349.2 kilometers per hour.
Wow, look how close it is. Look how close those times are. We're 9/10 off the lead. Look at that gap from Mercedes, so Leclerc down to Albon. On a 19.8. 3/10 in it. I think we just take our chances. We could get bundled out here, but we're pretty good. I want to make sure we keep some new tyres for Q2. It looked like we stayed in, didn't it? Yeah, easy, P8. Unrealistic. Ferrari shouldn't have got into Q2. Yeah, I think because I started my team before they patched it, so the Ferrari in my game is actually still a good car. Whereas if I was to go back and obviously start my team now, Ferrari's going to start like a lot worse. But it's just because I started my team on the day the game got released. It's pre-patched. Ferrari's initial performance wasn't patched. It started out very close to Mercedes. All right, safely through. Pretty good. All we've got to do is just do that again. Let's do it. I messed that up. Fuck, that was not good.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
I don't want to do that again. car! Why? Get out of here! F1 car doesn't fucking drive like that. What a joke. Just gonna restart this session, alright? Restart. Pissed off. Car handling completely different from Q1. Go figure.
Engine fired. We're set.
All of a sudden the car just doesn't want to stick to the fucking ground. We should have driven out anyway. We kind of want to actually preserve our tyres. Oh, stop car. Come on.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes.
I think we're going to be definitely going again. Still ahead of the McLarens. I assume they've done lap times. Where are we? Ninth. Who hasn't done times yet? Whole bunch of them. So we are faster than McLaren. But those Red Bulls are going to go faster than us. So
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
better get out there. And go again.
All personnel be aware. Car leaving.
Sooner rather than later because of the rain. I just need to make sure I get my braking right for turn 1.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
God, I've done nothing but give up time since the start of the lap. Three-tenth improvement puts us P8. So we got the first sector better because we went in a little bit earlier. We might get through. We might get through. We're very fast in a speed trap. I think we're fastest, which means obviously we're very, very low on wing compared to everyone else, which bodes well for, you know, maybe some overtakes in a race. We'll have to see. Alright, take a quick comfort break whilst they wheel me into the garage.
Looks like rain is inbound, and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes till the rain. So far, our fastest lap is a 1:19.6.
Okay.
We're 16th in the...
Did they say we're 16th in the speed trap? Wonder if we broke early. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Maybe we are. I thought we were good in the speed trap, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't think there's any way for us to really check. So we're only 7/10 off Bottas. Purple first sector. Pretty slow in the middle sector. If we can just tighten up that time, and 4/10 in the last sector. We're just gonna see at this point, aren't we? What's gonna happen to us? Did we get through? Yes! Q3! We made it, boys. We made it. With only one new fresh set of tyres. Although we can actually go out there on the, we can go out there on the first set that we used. So this was the set that we went faster with. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell us anymore that which is the tire that we actually will start the race on. It used to. We'll go out there now. Man, it does look like it's going to rain, doesn't it? In fact, there's already rain on our lens. I should have just put the good tires on. Wow. It's going to be tricky. P7, although we might just be the slowest car. I know all the time seem to have dropped off 3 or 4 seconds. We are 10th. I don't think... the conditions are going to get any better. Yeah, no one's out on track. We're just going to have to take that, I think. Well, it was okay. We made it to Q3. We weren't massively slower. It is what it is.
This rain is going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least.
We massively outqualified
With
expectations.
qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Vettel, Bottas and Charles Leclerc. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry.
I think if we needed to be out there like right at the start of the session, there was some
That was an exciting
all the
start.
cars there was a few cars who were
Who would you say is your biggest rival at the moment?
oh, we must have won our rivalry. Well, I'm not going to go with those guys. Far out. How am I going to beat these guys?
Happy with where you'll be on the grid tomorrow? Appreciate your time.
Appreciate your time. Thank you, Claire. So we moved up a level of acclaim, I think, as a team. Did we? No, we're right at the... Wow, we're right at the end of 11. Far out. Very close. All right, let's go.
It's time for the Italian Grand Prix once again, here at the beloved and iconic Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. With the lowest downforce and drag of any circuit in the season, expect to see drivers making the most of the slipstream effect here today. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes. And with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Alexander Albon, and Giovinazzi, Kvyat, Perez, Verstappen, and Wood, Stroll, Gasly, Esteban Ocon, and Norris, Sainz, Raikkonen, Kevin Magnussen, and Roman Grosjean. Matsushita, Latifi, Russell, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Give me some extra fuel. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's go. Weather conditions, weather report.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
So it doesn't look like my radio's working again. Weather report. Weather report. Weather report. Weather report. No. I don't know why that doesn't work. It's a shame. Sometimes it works, most times it doesn't. We'll get by.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Front wing looks intact.
We're looking good so far.
Thank you, Ultimate Sacrifice. Appreciate that. Hopefully I don't make that during the race. What are we? 6th? Yeah, so we did make a couple of spots up, which is good. Got a nosebleed, we're up that high. Man, the harvesting rate is really...
DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
The harvesting rate's really low here. Right, that's our limit. I was searching for it for the first few laps.
The energy store is getting worn, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
I reckon Albon's susceptible to us here. Here we go. Wow, just put an overtake on a Red Bull. In our piece of shit, second worst on the grid car. I'm a proud man. I'm not sure we can hold this for the race, but I'll take it. He's gonna have a look at us here though. We had a bad run through the second Lesmo.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Yeah. Might be using it to defend, I think.
We're leading our teammate by 10.3 seconds.
Too early on the brakes. Looks like Albon's hurting for straight line speed compared to us. He might be a good blocker for us back there, actually.
Whoa! Engine is looking a little worn. Power output will be less than optimal.
That's good to know. Thank you for that. Lucky we're not at a power circuit. I think I might need to hold on to that additional fuel for a little bit longer.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.6 seconds. Okay, clear.
Who's got the problem? I think it's somebody behind us.
Full
Stappen.
course caution. The safety car is out. Keep an eye on the Delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive Delta. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Okay, copy that.
Actually, we're gonna box this lap.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Oh, they're stacking at Mercedes. And Hamilton's gonna have to... Oh, wow, it's a mess. Wonder if that's gonna help us in any way. Probably not, but...
Go. Exit now. We're racing on
Who's
the
behind
exit.
us?
Release, release.
Vettel.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving
I think-
if you cross over into
I think
the
we
track.
may have... I think we may have jumped one Ferrari and one Mercedes in that because of the stacking. I think we may have jumped theoretically into a podium position. Who's at the front of the pack? Hamilton. Yeah, it's Raikkonen. Yeah, we're currently net third. That's nuts. That is crazy. Net third. Helps when you don't have a teammate near. Yeah, you know, Nobuharu, he's still learning the ropes. Wow, that's worked out really well for us so far. Look at that, we're net third. Now, I am not at all convinced.
Nobuharu is coming in for his stop.
I am not at all convinced that that's gonna work out for us at the end of the race. But we're only one stopping. What car? Oh man, you know what? Leclerc and Bottas and Vettel behind me are all on the soft. They're gonna have to stop again. I'm going to the end. Where are we? You are on a different strategy than most of them around, yeah. That's crazy, and they weren't really pulling away from me that quickly either. Man, I don't know what we can do in this race. I'm getting the doki doki net. It's a little bit exciting. So they're going to be faster, of course, although the tyre advantage doesn't matter so much here. And it looked like I had pretty good straight line speed compared to them. I mean, we'll see what happens. We could have just pulled off an absolute masterstroke though. Now we were scheduled to stop on lap 11 anyway and go to the medium, but instead we've gone to the hard. So we're still we can safely get to the end on this tyre. There's no doubt about that. It's not going to fall off the cliff. Just don't waste too much time racing them as long as you're within about 20... Yeah, correct. I'd like to stay on them to be able to take advantage of getting DRS. But yes, you're right. They're all going to stop again and I'm not. So I need to be strategic here. Albon, the car behind, is the car behind me.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags.
So
Safety car
Albon
in
is
this
the
lap.
first car I'm racing. two cars behind me. He's also on the hard. I'm amazed these guys went to the soft. I've got to run. Oh, wow. I've got to run on the Mercedes. Whoa. Oh, fuck off, game. No, piss off. We're going to flash that back. That's a joke. Get out of here. I'm not being taken out by your dumb AI. We just blocked the track. Alright, alright, alright. I didn't actually mean to dive bomb then. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's just settle back in. So much for you don't need to race them. Goes to show you why I never made it in racing. You don't have flashbacks in real life. Actually, I'd be better off using my better off defending with the overtake button. Man, all of a sudden Albon's come alive. I entered in the right time to see that. That's good, man. That was just for you, Senraku. I was like, man, Senraku's not going to show up until I start using flashbacks. So here we are, right on cue.
Leclerc's out in front.
DRS isn't enabled yet. Oh man, no grip on these tires.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
I don't want to get held up by Raikkonen here. I'm glad that DRS has been enabled. What? Fuck! No. No, 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 no. This stupid fucking game sometimes, I tell you what. No! No! Come on, game! Stop it! Just want to have a fun race here. Alright, Raikkonen's out of the way. Okay.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.5.
Oh, I got a new follower. Thank you for that. I can't see who it is, but whoever you are, thank you very much. May you enjoy the rage and the flashbacks. Although I try to do more than one or the other, I'll let you guess which one. Alright. Alright. Now that he's gone, we can try and settle. What do we got? Chat's going off all of a sudden. Oh, hang on, I don't want to do that. A good rage is always good. Yes, it is. I was joking about this with one of my mates the other day. I got a problem with that one. It won't start the British GP. Oh, that's no good. Are you on the? Where are we? Hang on, let me just catch up. Hello from Sweden. Yes. Very good. A good rage can be funny as long as it's one and done. A lingering anger on stream is not fun to watch. No, I agree. Is that why you watch me? Ah, dear. I love it, guys. I love it. I love the bants in the chat. Won't start the British GP. Is it on? Are you on PC? On Steam? Like, can you do? I assume you've tried to do like a repair of installation, or done like a verification of the install. Oh man, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. I'm getting bullied. Albon's the car that I don't want to allow past. Oh! Hamilton's on the soft, so he's not... We're in different races. And I'm going to end up burning my entire overtake button here. Oh, thank you, Lewis. Just told me up, yeah? Smarmy little prick. Whoops, I was reading a chat. Don't do that. And then turning off the overtake button in the middle of a hairpin, in the middle of the chicane. I'm actually going to end up giving up too much time here because I'm not.
Gate clear.
I'm gonna be giving up too much time to these. Like, look at that. I've given up 7 seconds to Vettel.
Caution. The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta. Okay, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Let me just catch up on the chat then. Yep, Steam. I can try repair and reinstall. I hope so too, man. Just make sure you don't lose your files. You should be okay. Don't look at chat and race. Yes. Can't wait to say Ferrari get no points in the race week this weekend. Yes. All of those things that you guys all just said are all 100% true. Take everybody's word for it. It's all true. And you're right. I should concentrate on racing at this point and not the chat. So I'm just going to do that. But definitely, you guys keep at each other. I like it. I will catch up later on.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Yellow flag. to car in front is 4.7 seconds. Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the IC.
Wow.
Be aware that we will
Getting
start
mopped
to see
through a
loss of
Scari.
power.
Actually, keep that on. So Leclerc was in the lead, I think.
Nobuharu is in the pits. Nobuharu in the pits.
They're all in for their second stops. So we are the effective kind of leader of the race outside of the two Mercedes. A lot of traffic for the cars coming out of the pits behind me as well.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more. car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
I got Leclerc about 7 seconds behind, and he's coming fast.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap.
too much curb.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
Oh, crap. Whoa! Whoa!
Flag.
He's just hit me. Oh, and then he's got absolutely KO'd by the car behind. But my front wing is stuffed. That's yeah, that's not gonna go great. Hang on, I hit flashback. Why didn't you flashback? Oh, what? I can't. No way. I can't. I'm screwed. Oh, fuck off, game. Oh, no. So I've been punted by the AI, and I can't recover it. You fucking dog.
Safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed.
You piece of shit, Charles Leclerc.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
My car is stuffed as well. I'm gonna have no straight line speed. I've got no straight line speed. And I've got no braking performance as well. You tell me why I should have fucking respect for you, AI. Why should I have fucking respect for you? I couldn't flash back any further. Fuck off, a fucking penalty for that. Piss off. I couldn't flash back any further. I'm angry now. I've been robbed. Like, I would have been happy just with the podium, but Leclerc punted me. Like, he ran wide and took me out. We would have been on the podium. I can barely stop the car because of the front wing damage. I'm going to be lucky to stay in the points.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
I can't stop the car. I can't stop the car. It won't fucking turn. Yeah, well done. Well done, Esteban.
Okay, clear.
I can hardly control this thing.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today.
That's heartbreaking. We would have been on the podium. Fucking Charles, fucking Leclerc.
How do you think they were able to deliver such an
What this
incredible result?
fucking stupid AI. And I tell you what, people wonder why I use flashbacks in this game. That's why, because the AI are ridiculous.
Cars win races, and we saw that today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look.
He's still finished ahead of us as well.
The result our points leader wanted, but it certainly made
Why am I
interesting
14th?
going forward. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony
Why am I
Davis, who do
14th?
you pick?
Daniel Ricciardo certainly impressed me today. An incredible performance.
I'm tempted to restart that whole race. That's
Mercedes
ridiculous.
continue to extend
Why
their
did I get a penalty?
while Renault
I
moves
got
on
hit.
the field with another strong performance this weekend. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time?
Oh my
Be sure to
God.
join us again as we continue to bring you the...
This game wants to be fucking uninstalled. Fuck it.
Fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy.
Fucking shut up, you bitch.
You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you?
No, I'm not talking.
That was an epic. You'd a few. Thank you for your time.
What a horrible race. We should have won it. And that. I'm disgusted, game. I'm really unhappy. Just crap. Utter crap.
What do you think of this one? Really angry. I don't know. That's disgusting. I should have restarted that whole race. I get taken out of the lead and I get a penalty. Fuck this fucking game. No, I don't think I can afford any of these. We could have had our first podium. Absolutely robbed. I don't know what to say. Taken out by the AI. Like, I was actually okay if Leclerc had got past me. Like, I made a mistake, and then he just took me out. We've flatlined in performance, haven't we? Kimi Raikkonen is also retiring. Oh, well, at least we've gone up the tree. We jumped Alfa Romeo and Haas with those developments we made. At least I didn't bloody fail. But anyway, we're going to call it for now there anyways, because it's like lunchtime, yeah? Yep. So, that's cool. We'll call it there. We might come back a little bit later on and do the Singapore race. If I can pull myself off the mat to do it. Oh, I'm really heartbroken. That was sad. Like, that was a good result there. And Leclerc should be ashamed of himself. And he still finished fourth in the race. Despite the fact that he destroyed a rookie in their first season, driving their own car, chance to finish on the podium for the first time. And Charles Leclerc can't even let someone have a result like that. What a piece of shit. Anyway, we'll call this stream there, and we might come back a little bit later on and do another one. And I don't even know what I got that 5-second penalty for. I don't know who I hit and got a penalty for that. But obviously the whole thing is a disaster. I don't know whether I got that penalty before that incident, so therefore maybe I would have been off the podium anyway. Who knows? but we were denied the chance to find out. So thank you, ridiculous Codemasters AI. I really appreciate your efforts in screwing us up there. We'll come back next time and try it all again. Obviously, we're not going to get that kind of result in Singapore. I'm telling you that right now. We might have to wait until like one of the low downforce tracks next year to have that kind of opportunity again at a podium or a race win. With the way the development is just really, really slow on this new My Team car. I mean, obviously that's realistic, but you know, in the other like previous career versions of the game, you've been able to drag up the team pretty quickly, unrealistically, but obviously this time it's taking a lot longer with your own car. So, you know, we'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. That's that. We'll do that next time around. I don't know if you had an X-ray thing. I mean, you just see a big crack right through my heart at the moment. I'm just heartbroken after that race. It's just devastating. But yeah, I guess we have to bounce back and do the next one. That's what they do in real life. They don't use flashbacks. They have to take the hardships and sort of just deal with it. That's what we'll do here. Maybe I should learn some lessons and not use the flashback so much, and I've learned to deal with hardship better. But no, I'm not doing that. Anyway, been Webby Moto. Thanks for watching, everybody. And thank you for the guys in the chat, Ultimate Sacrifice, Nipple Twister, Sunraku. Thanks for jumping in the chat and keeping it lively, guys. Thank you for the follow there. I think it was Nipple Twister. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who took the time to watch. I hope you had a bit of fun. I do try to have a bit of fun on here. A bit of the anger is natural for me, but a bit of it is also just, you know, you're putting on a show for the people who watch. So anyway, we'll come back into the next one. I hope you'll join me then. I'll be Webby Moto as always, and yeah, catch you next time.